Hola, nuevos amigos. Soy señorita García. ¿Cómo están hoy? ¿Están muy bien? ¡Qué bueno! We have learned so much about the tropical rainforest so far. We've learned about the insects, los insectos, mammals, los mamíferos, reptiles, los reptiles, amphibians, los anfibios, and birds found in the tropical rainforest, los pájaros del bosque tropical. We also learned about the different countries in Central America: Panamá, El Salvador, Nicaragua, Honduras, Guatemala, and Costa Rica. There sure are a lot of different countries in Central America. Did you know that there are islands near the rainforests of Central America? Island in Spanish is isla, la isla. Let's say it together, la isla. Today, we're going to talk about the weather in the rainforest. Weather in Spanish is tiempo, el tiempo. Repite conmigo, el tiempo. And we're also going to discuss general information about the Caribbean islands and marine life in the Caribbean Sea. We will also learn about the country of Cuba. The verb for the day is nadar. Say it with me, nadar. Excelente. That means to swim. Before we get started on our Caribbean adventure, let's go to Juanita for the question of the day.
The question of the day. About how many inches of rain do you think the rainforest receives in a year? Make sure you listen for the answer in this lesson of Nuevos Amigos. Buena suerte!
Okay, Nuevos Amigos, make sure you write down the question and listen for the answer throughout this lesson. Let's take a moment to listen to the song about the whale. Whale in Spanish is ballena. La ballena. Say it with me. La ballena. And remember that double L has that Y sound. Ballena. Excelente. The song is about a whale that lives in the sea and loves to swim and sing. Pay close attention and see if you can recognize any of the words in the song.
Elena, Elena, Elena la ballena vivía, vivía, vivía en el mar. En el agua azul le gustaba nadar, en el agua azul le gustaba cantar. Ay mamá, mamacita, ay mami, que hondo es, que hondo es, que hondo es el mar.
What words did you recognize? The whale? Yes, the whale is la ballena. I recognized the word azul from a previous lesson. Azul means blue. The word agua is water. Repeat it with me. El agua. El agua. Muy bien. Great job, nuevos amigos.
Hola, nuevos amigos. I'm here to bring you the verb for the day. The verb for today is nadar. Nadar means to swim. Say it with me. Nadar. Let's use nadar in a sentence. Voy a nadar en el mar Caribe. I'm going to swim in the Caribbean Sea. Let's say it together in Spanish. Voy a nadar en el mar Caribe. Fantástico, nuevos amigos. Before we move on, let's sing our theme song using the verb for the day. Nadar.
Voy a nadar en el mar Caribe y así me divierto más y más y más y más. La, y así me divierto más. What are the different types of weather in Spanish? Do you know? What would we say if it was sunny? Hace sol. Hace sol. What if it's cold? That's right, correcto. Hace frío. Hace frío. What if it's windy? Hace viento. Hace viento. You can always count on some rain just about every afternoon in the rainforest. Often, The rainfall is very hard, but it usually lasts less than an hour. At least 6 feet of rain falls every year. Many tropical rainforests, however, get far more rain than that. The yearly average is about 252 inches or 21 feet. After it falls, most of the rain is soaked up by tree roots. The water then goes up into the leaves where it is given off as water vapor. The water vapor goes into the air and forms clouds. In time, the clouds grow too heavy and the water falls as rain in the rainforest and elsewhere. The continuing change from rain to water vapor to clouds and back to rain is called the water cycle. The rainforest is known as the lungs of the world because the millions of trees in the rainforest take in carbon dioxide from the air and give off oxygen. Humans and most animals need oxygen to breathe. The trees of the rainforest provide much of the world's oxygen supply. It is about 80 degrees Fahrenheit all year round. In fact, there is less difference in temperature between summer and winter than between day and night. Wow, isn't that interesting? Let's take a look at our first fun fact.
Start. The rainforest took around 70 to 100 million years to grow and evolve. Hecho, el bosque tropical tomó entre 70 a 100 millones de años para crecer y desarrollarse.
We have learned about the weather. Now, let's go ahead and learn about some of the marine life that exists in the Caribbean. Dolphins and porpoises, as we know them today, first swam the seas around 12 million years ago. Dolphin in Spanish is delfín. El delfín. Say it with me. El delfín. They were similar but not identical to the modern animals. The most common dolphin colors are black, negro, white, blanco, gray, gris, and blue azul. Most dolphins have about 100 to 160 teeth. Are you familiar with a killer whale or orca? The orca is the largest dolphin. It can grow up to 31 feet and weighs 8 tons. This beautiful animal is black with a white belly. It has a white patch behind its eye and a gray saddle patch behind its dorsal fin. Killer whale pods remain together throughout their entire lives. Orcas live in tropical, temperate, and polar waters worldwide. The orca's favorite foods are seabirds, turtles, fish, sharks, whales, dolphins, porpoises, and seals.
Fact. The Pacific white-sided dolphin likes to eat squid and anchovies. It eats about 20 pounds in a day. Hecho, el delfín pacífico del lado blanco le gusta comer calamar y boquerón. Se come más o menos 20 libras al día.
Let's take a look at these pictures and learn some of the things we would find in the Caribbean. This is seaweed. Seaweed in Spanish is alga marina. La alga marina. Do you know what this is? This is the sand. Sand in Spanish is arena. La arena. What about these? These are seagulls. Seagulls in Spanish is gaviotas. Las gaviotas. Look at this. These are shells. Conchas. Las conchas. This one is scary. What is this? Did you say shark? You're right. Shark in Spanish is tiburón. El tiburón. You did a great job. Put these words in your Spanish journal.
Sharks can be very scary. Did you know that the largest shark is the whale shark? It eats only small fish and plankton. It is harmless to people. Whale sharks weigh up to 20 tons. These giant sharks can grow up to be 60 feet long. The second largest shark is the great white shark. It is faster and stronger than most other sharks. It can swallow creatures up to half its size. Seals, dolphins, and even other sharks. This shark has also been known to attack boats and swimmers. Another animal you would find in the water is a sea turtle. This animal isn't as dangerous as the shark. The sea turtle in Spanish is la tortuga del mar. La tortuga del mar. Let's say it together again. La tortuga del mar. Bravo! Most types of sea turtles are found in the warm waters of the world. The Gulf Stream carries them to Europe and Africa. Several species nest along the coast of Florida and as far west as Texas. Others find good nesting sites along the coasts of Mexico and Central and South America. Sometimes a sea turtle looks like it's crying, but it isn't sad. The tears are how a sea turtle gets rid of some of the sea salt it absorbs from sea water. Most turtles are able to pull their heads and feet and tails inside their shells for protection. Sea turtles can't. Their eyes and ears must always be on the alert. Can you tell me what this is? This is a starfish. Starfish in Spanish is la estrella del mar. La estrella del mar. Starfish have no heads or tails, so when they move, any arm can lead the way. Starfish are not fish at all. They are echinoderms, spiny-skinned sea creatures. Starfish have hundreds of tiny tube feet beneath their arms. Each foot has a suction cup to grip onto rocks. If a starfish loses an arm, it will grow a new one. Even more amazing, the lost arm will grow a new starfish body. Some starfish reproduce by pulling themselves apart and replacing their own missing pieces.
Fact: Chemsrildy turtle has become the world's most endangered sea turtle. They are confined to a single nesting beach in Costa Rica. Hecho, la tortuga del Chemsrildy es la tortuga del mar más en peligro de extinción en todo el mundo. El único nido de esta tortuga está situado en la playa de Costa Rica.
Wasn't that great information about weather and marine life? Now let's listen to what our special guest has to say about marine life.
Hola, my name is Frankie Elia. I am supervisor at the Dallas Aquarium at Fair Park, and I'd like to talk to you today about some fish that are found within the rainforest, but not like the saltwater or ocean fish you talked about before. These fish are found in freshwater lakes, freshwater streams, and rivers in the rainforest throughout Central America, including Mexico. The group of fish I'm going to talk about are called the cichlids, which is a fabulous group of fish. You'll see lots of them if you go to the pet store. Some of you might have cichlids at home in your tanks. We have quite a few here at the Dallas Aquarium at Fair Park in a tank called Mexican Lakes, and it's, like I said, cichlids. And the pair I'm going to talk about mostly are called pearl scale cichlids, and they're really fun because when they have baby fish, they are great parents. They will work together to dig out a special hole in the ground where they'll lay their eggs, and then both the mom, dad, or the male and female fish will stay together, guard the eggs so nothing eats them, and when the eggs hatch out, they continue to guard the small fish for about 3 months. So in the fish world, it's fairly unusual to find fish that are great parents that stay with their kids. Most of them lay eggs and they just drift off into the ocean, drift off in a lake, down the river, and the young ones have to take care of themselves. But a lot of the cichlids are great parents, And they do special things too to let other fish know that I'm protecting my young. One thing they do is they turn special bright colors that you see no other time except when they have eggs or they have young fish with them. Our fish are usually kind of a dull brown with blue spots, but when they're guarding and protecting their young, they're bright, bright, shiny white and black, and these colors tell other fish, hey, stay away. I've got young. If you're going to come near me, I'm going to chase you away to protect my children. And the funny thing is, they're not very big fish, but they will chase away fish 4, maybe 5 times as big as they are, just to make sure that their young ones are safe and don't become some other fish's dinner. This is very common with the cichlids that we find in the rainforests of Central and South America. And I think the more you look, you find more interesting behaviors that all of these fish exhibit. So when you have the time, come by, see me and my fish at the Dallas Aquarium at Fair Park, and have a great day.
Muchas gracias. Fue muy interesante. It's time for our Nuestra Cultura segment. Before we learn about the country of Cuba, let's sing our rap song.
Centroamérica. Panamá, El Salvador, Nicaragua, Honduras, Guatemala, Costa Rica, Centroamérica. Panamá, El Salvador, Nicaragua, Honduras, Guatemala, Costa Rica, Centroamérica.
The Caribbean islands, or the Caribbean, as it is often referred to, is made up of 11 independent island states, more than 12 dependencies, numerous smaller islands, and the countries of Guyana and Suriname on the South American continent. An emphasis will be placed on only the Spanish-speaking countries. They are Cuba, the Dominican Republic, and Puerto Rico. The islands form a great arc that sweeps southeastward from the Gulf of Mexico and then southward almost to Venezuela. The Caribbean islands include landscapes that are lush rainforests, mountains, swamps, and semi-deserts. Each island has its own identity, but they also share many similarities. Originally, the islands were inhabited by the Caribs and the Arawaks, also known as the Taínos. It is believed that a small number of Taínos have survived in Puerto Rico, Haiti, and Cuba. The Europeans brought slaves from Africa to work on sugar plantations. Slavery was abolished on most islands at the beginning of the 19th century, after which time workers were still needed, and many came from India and its surrounding countries. Many Caribbean countries remained as colonies of the European nations until they became independent around the 1960s. All parts of the Caribbean have a similar climate. The hottest time is from June to August, with temperatures reaching 86 degrees Fahrenheit or 30 degrees Celsius. In the mountains and hills, it is much cooler than this. From December to March, it is not as hot, with average temperatures still over 68 degrees Fahrenheit or 20 degrees Celsius, and low rainfall. This is the ideal tourist season. The Caribbean is famous for its striking scenery and abundant plant and animal life. The island that we're going to study today is Cuba. La República de Cuba, or the Republic of Cuba, is made up of Cuba, the island of Youth, and more than 1,600 islets and cays. The island of Cuba is the largest island in the Caribbean and is part of the Greater Antilles. The capital of Cuba is La Habana, or La Habana, with a B instead of a V, is the Spanish spelling for the lovely Caribbean city. The name of the currency is the Cuban peso. Now let's take a look at the Cuban flag. 2 white stripes represent the purity of the ideals of independence. The 3 equal sides of the triangle on the left stand for equality, liberty, and fraternity. Its color, red, stands for the bloodshed in the battle for independence. A white star at the center of the triangle symbolizes liberty. The official language is Spanish. A native of Cuba is called a Cubano or a Cubana. 51% of the people in Cuba are mulattoes. These are people of mixed races, European and black. 37% are whites, 11% are blacks, and 1% are other races. Isn't Cuba a beautiful island? Remember, when you take care of your world, you also take care of yourself. Let's save the rainforest.
The question of the day was, about how many inches of rain do you think the rainforest receives in a year? The yearly average is about 252 inches. Wow, that's 21 feet. Did you guess correctly, Nuevos Amigos? Great job!
Maravilloso! Okay, Nuevos Amigos, it's journal time. Let's take out your Spanish journals and write the words we've learned today. Nadar. Nadar. La isla. La isla. El tiempo. El tiempo. La ballena. La ballena. El agua. El agua. Hace sol. Hace sol. Hace frío. Hace frío. Hace viento. Hace viento. El delfín. El delfín. La alga marina. La alga marina. La arena. La arena. Las gaviotas. Las gaviotas. Las conchas. Las conchas. El tiburón. El tiburón. La tortuga del mar. La tortuga del mar. La estrella del mar. La estrella del mar. Thank you for writing in your Spanish journal. Gracias, Nuevos Amigos. You've done a great job today. Han hecho un trabajo fantástico. Keep your Spanish journal at your side for each lesson of Nuevos Amigos. Be sure to put these words on your Spanish word wall in your classroom. The verb for the day was nadar, and the sentence using the verb was voy a nadar en el mar Caribe. We also learned words that deal with the weather. Hace sol, hace frío, and hace viento. We learned about some of the animals found in the Caribbean. El delfín, la ballena, la tortuga del mar, las gaviotas, and la estrella del mar. You've done a wonderful job, Nuevos Amigos. I hope you've learned a lot of information about weather in the rainforest and marine life. Remember, Nuevos Amigos, if you find any new and interesting information about the weather in the rainforest or marine life, I'd like to hear from you. Have your teacher email me. Mándame un correo electrónico. The address is nuevosamigos@dallasisd.org. Acuérdense, cuando aprendemos más de un idioma, podemos hacer nuevos amigos. Adiós.